Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my full face of first impressions. I've been waiting to do this video and I'm so happy that I've finally done it. I had a lot of makeup from Sephora that I recently bought and a lot of makeup from the makeup collection on Instagram that I had recently got. So I wanted to combine all of that and create a full face of first impressions for you guys. This video is honestly so exciting for me because I get to try all of these new makeup products on my face, and this is the look that I've come up with. It's a rose gold cut crease kind of makeup look, so I'm really happy with how the look turned out, and I'm pretty happy with almost all of the products that I used. Actually, all of the products that I used have been great. There hasn't been one product about which I've been like, I really hate this product or something, because all of the products have been really nice. So I really hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and if you want to see how to get this makeup look, please keep on watching. Oh, but before you do that, please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos like this, and also click the little bell next to the subscribe button so you're personally notified whenever I post a new video. Let's move on to the tutorial now. Okay, so as you can see, I've already moisturized my face. So I'm actually going to be trying two different primers today. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and this is supposed to give you a glow. And I don't want that all over my face because my skin is kind of combination. So I want a more pore-filling, mattifying primer for my T-zone. So for that, I'm going to be using the NYX Shine Killer Primer. Now, I got this at a NYX event, and I've never really tried it, so this is the first time we're going to be trying it. And right off the bat, I can tell that it's very silicone-y and it's definitely shine killing. So you can see that all the oiliness from the center of my face has pretty much gone. It's not as pore filling as say the Benefit Porefessional or the PAC Pore Primer, but it's definitely mattifying. Okay, now the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I'm just gonna squirt one pump on my hand like that and apply it on the outside part of my face where I want to glow. Okay, so it has given me a lot of glow. I just hope that sits well under foundation because that's the main test of it. This is the kind of product that you can even use if you're just wearing a primer and you just want to glow a little bit and you don't want to apply foundation. For those of you who have really beautiful skin, you can definitely use this and just have a glowy skin day. Okay, now for the big guns, I'm going to be using my Cover FX Cream Foundation. I got the custom cover drops as well as the cream foundation. I have used the custom cover drops already and I just think they're absolutely amazing. It is definitely a product you should look into, but I have not tried the cream foundation, and this is the one that I've been more excited about, to be honest, and I wanted to try it on camera in front of you guys. So here is what it looks like. You can see it's completely new and untouched and it just looks so beautiful, but I'm just going to ruin it by putting my brush inside now. I'm using my Morphe, and I'm using the Morphe M439 brush with that. So should I just pick it up with my brush like that? I don't want to ruin the nice pan. Please match me. Ooh, that matches me really well. I think that looks really nice. That has a lot of coverage, and it looks like a product that has buildable kind of coverage because it's not cakey in the slightest. Like, you can't even tell that I have foundation on up close. I feel like that looks really nice, but it looks like a hair lighter than my skin tone, so I'm just gonna drag it on my neck. It has full coverage and I can definitely layer it in areas where I feel like I need some more, and it's not getting cakey. It looks so beautiful, and my skin looks really dewy right now. That's also because I moisturize like a crazy person, and also because of the Becca primer. I'm going to be trying out the Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer. I have already used the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation in a video that is going to be up soon, but I didn't try this out, and this is still a new concealer for me. So we are going to wear this, and I'm in the shade Light Medium. Oh, in the Cover FX Cream Foundation, I was in the shade N40 and also in the custom cover drops. So let's just apply this concealer and see how it works. The shade does have a little bit of a yellow undertone, which I personally like because that means it's going to brighten up my under eye area. Now I hope it has enough coverage because I do have my MAC Pro Longwear concealer ready in front of me if it doesn't have enough coverage, because I need my concealers to have full coverage. I feel like I could have gone a shade lighter with this concealer because it's very yellow and looks like it matches my skin tone somewhat. But we'll see how that works. To blend my concealer, I'm going to use the PAC 2D blender. This is my favorite sponge right now and I've used this so much. That's why mine's looking a little bit dingy because I use it all the time. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. It's not full coverage. I can tell that by 4 bounces of a beauty blender that my concealer is not full coverage. So I am going to take some MAC Pro Longwear concealer on the back of my hand. I know this is the first impressions, but you know, I still want this to be a look that I enjoy. And honestly, I do not like using the MAC Pro Longwear concealer on its own because it does get really drying. This is the kind of concealer that I would mix and apply with my MAC Pro Longwear concealer like I'm doing right now, because I feel like that's the best way, because then I get a little bit of moisturization and it still doesn't look cakey, because the MAC Pro Longwear concealer can look quite cakey. I love this sponge, you guys. The sponge is absolutely amazing. It blends so beautifully and it feels so soft. Okay, now for powder, I'm confused between the Porefessional Agent Zero Shine powder and the Sephora Mineral Powder Foundation. I think I'm going to use a mixture of both of them. Let's just use this one first. It's not a translucent powder, I don't know if you can tell. It does have a little bit of a tint, which I don't mind. I'm going to remove all of the creases from my eye first, and then I'm going to use this powder to bake. Okay, going in with this powder. This is the PAC 218 brush. Oh, it blends into the skin really well. Huh, looks like I'm not baking then, because it all disappeared into my skin. One thing I'll say is that I do feel that the color of the powder is a little bit dark. I prefer translucent powders for my under eye area because this looks like it's like exactly my skin tone, and I like my under eye area to be a little bit lighter. I do really like this powder. It looks really nice. It doesn't look cakey at all. It looks like it's very finely milled. This is definitely a great powder. I just wish the shade was a little bit lighter or there were more shades available, but I still want to try the Sephora Mineral Powder Foundation. I'm just going to take my PAC 214 brush. I'm going to take some on my brush and pat it onto my skin. Oh, this does have a little bit of coverage. I like that. That means I can use it with concealer and not worry about foundation at all. I feel like this powder has a little bit of a pinky grey cast. Okay, so my face is set. It's looking pretty flawless. I cannot see any of my spots or scars, so I'm happy with my base. Now I'm going to be trying out a new product for my eyebrows, and this is a little bit of a risk for me because I'm very particular about my eyebrows. I need my eyebrows to be looking absolutely perfect and just the way I like them. So I'm going to be trying out the Benefit Kabrow today. I usually use the Anastasia de Brow pomade, but I wanted to try something else. This is the Benefit Kabrow. You can see it's totally new, and that is what it looks like. This is in the shade number 3, which is a little bit lighter than I normally go with my eyebrows, but I purposely wanted to go a little bit lighter because I feel like my eyebrows can look a little bit too harsh sometimes. Where is my eyebrow brush? I'm going to be using the PAC 100 brush for my brows. Let's just brush them out first. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see. I feel like it's a little bit less pigmented than my Anastasia de Brow pomade, but that can actually be a good thing for a lot of different people because you don't want to go with a lot of product on your eyebrows because it's much easier to add on than to take off. I do really like the color of this because my eyebrows are not looking too harsh, but it's not too light either because I do like them to look a little bit bold. So you can see the difference between both brows. I think it looks really nice, but I do like that it's a little bit harder than the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Maybe if I just add a little bit of Inglot Jouer line, it can look a little bit more pigmented, but for now, I feel like this looks really nice. It's easy to work with. This brush is also really nice. So this is really nice, but of course, I'm gonna go over it with my sleek eyebrow kit in dark because some things never change. Okay, now for the eyes, you guys, I asked in my last haul video what palette you want to see because I bought quite a few palettes and I had an overwhelming amount of responses about this palette. I would say about 90% of the comments were about the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. So many of you were excited to see this palette in action and you wanted to hear my reviews because this does have a little bit of a mixed review situation. So even I was really excited to see how this fares, and I was surprised by how many people actually wanted to see this palette. So I'm going to be taking the PAC 028 brush and I'm gonna go into Bay over here because I want a base for my eyeshadows, and this is the lightest shade here. Now I'm gonna pick up the PAC 024 brush and I'm gonna go into this first shade here because this looks like the only transition shade available here except this one, and this one is very cool toned. So I want to take this one. What shade is this? Sandalwood. And I'm gonna put it in my crease. Oh, this is pretty dark. I like a lighter transition shade, but we'll make it work. I'm gonna switch to a MAC 217 because the PAC 204 is a little bit too big to blend this color. Now I'm gonna take the PAC 204 with nothing on it and blend the edges of that. Let me just say I have no idea what I'm doing. This is the first impressions. This is the first time I'm using this palette. So this look could go either way because I have absolutely no idea of a look in my mind. I'm just gonna use whatever shades look nice to me. I'm very tempted to only use the mattes because the mattes are so beautiful here. I just want to do a matte burgundy eye, but I feel like these textured shadows deserve some love, and I want to use the textured shimmers as well. So I'm gonna go into the shade Henna now, and I'm gonna pick it up with my MAC 217 again. Notice how I'm holding the brush from its very far end because I don't want to apply too much pressure. But I can say one thing, that these eyeshadows are not the easiest to blend. My PAC shadow palette blends nicer than this does. My Makeup Geek shadows blend nicer than this does. They're a little bit hard to blend. Nothing wrong with the pigmentation. They're really pigmented, but I'm finding that the blending is a little bit hard and I need my eyeshadows to look extremely blown out and smoky and blended to perfection, but this is giving me a little bit of anxiety because it's not blending as I like it to be. So I'm definitely getting that blend that I want, but I'm just having to work a little bit harder. I'm gonna take Man Eater on the same brush and apply it into my eyes. What is this look turning into? I'm just using all the colors one by one. I'm constantly switching between my MAC 217 and my PAC 204. This brush is really nice to blend anything. Okay, now I'm gonna take Bossy on a PAC 042 brush, and that is going in the same place. But I want a smaller brush because I don't want this color to go everywhere. I'm gonna take Bay again on my PAC 204, dust off the excess, and just blend everything. I'm gonna take Cocoa on the same short shader brush, the PAC 042, and just darken the outer corner. Okay, so I have decided now that I want to do a cut crease look, so I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and a flat short shader brush and just cut my crease. I'm only going to cut about halfway, not more than that, because I don't want the outer corner to be dark. I'm going to set that with a little bit of bay. I'm going to take Bossy and just blend this portion right here, so you don't see where the concealer starts and ends in the outer corner. And I think I'm going to pick up the shade Rose Gold with my finger, because your fingers are the best way to apply these shadows. So I'm just taking some on my finger and I'm going to tap it where I put the concealer. It's definitely very, very textured. It's going to bring out the texture and the wrinkles on your eyelid. It's very, very foiled, very, very shimmery. If you like that kind of look, you will love this palette. I'm just going to take a MAC 217 and I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to pick it up with that to clean the edges. I'm going to take the tiniest crease brush ever. This is a great brush, especially for cut creases. This is the Sigma E36 blending brush. I'm going to take Man Eater on this brush and take that all the way in to blend. Okay, now I'm taking Bossy on the same brush and taking it all the way in to blend. Okay, so my camera's battery died and I just did my other eye. Now let's move on to the next few steps. I wanted to use the Rose Gold shade because this palette is called Rose Gold, the Rose Gold textured palette. So I definitely wanted to use the Rose Gold, but now I think I want to use a little bit of this Angelic shade, which is also a Rose Gold shade. But I'm just going to take that and put that in the inner portion of my eye. The shadows are super textured. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see every single line and wrinkle on my eyelid. I'm gonna take Bay on a flat brush and just clean up under my brow bone. Now I'm gonna line my eyes, and for that I'm using the Plum Angel Eyes Kohl. It is totally wrapped. I've never used this and this is the first time I'm gonna try it. So I wanna try it with you guys. So let's open this baby up. So I'm just gonna draw a line on my top lash line. Okay, so it's definitely not as smooth as my Sugar heavy duty Kohl. This is something that you would want to use in your waterline, and I can tell that it probably won't smudge because the Sugar kajal is really soft and it's really easy to draw a line on your top lash line with that. But this is a little bit hard. It'll be good on the waterline though. This is so much better, you guys. Look at my Sugar kajal. I need to get a new one, but this is like butter, and I'm not using this on my lower lash line because it does smudge on the lower lash line. But if you want to draw a nice thin precise line on your top lash line without tugging your eyelid, this is the way to go. For my wing, I'm going to be using the Sigma Line Ace liquid liner. I've never used this before and I'm really excited to try it. I do have a discount code with Sigma. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. But for now, I'm going to try this liner out. This is actually a cult favorite. A lot of bloggers like this liner and it has a brush tip. I'm personally used to using a felt tip, but this has a brush tip. So let's see how that works out. Okay, now for lashes, PAC has recently launched some mink lashes and all of them are so beautiful, but the two that I have shortlisted for this look are PAC M73 and M71. This is what M71 look like and this is what M73 look like. You can see both of them are slightly winged at the outer corners, and that's definitely my favorite type of lash, the ones that feather out and wing out at the outer corners. But I think for this look I want to try these because, you know, this girl likes drama, and these are the M73s, so I'm just gonna pop these on and come back. Oh, but before that I want to curl my lashes and apply mascara. Oh my god, can we just talk about these lashes? They are so beautiful, so dramatic, definitely not for the faint-hearted, definitely for the girl that wants the drama. These lashes are everything, you guys. I want 10 pairs of these. They're amazing, so beautiful. Look at them from the side. They're probably touching my eyebrows right now. They're so beautiful. Okay, now let's move on to the lower lash line, and I'm gonna give the Plum Kajal another chance. I'm gonna put it in my lower lash line and see how it works there. I'm gonna take Bossy again on a PAC 202 pencil brush and just smudge the black along with that eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take henna on a Sigma pencil E30 brush and apply that just a little bit below where we put Bossy. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the face and we're going to move on to bronzer. For bronzer, I'm going to be using my Benefit Hoola bronzer. This has been sitting with me for so long and I've been dying to try this out. This is one of those products that I'm super excited to try out. So I'm just going to use it with my PAC 264 brush. Okay, there is some kickback, but that's okay. That sometimes means that products will blend better if they have a lot of kickback. Oh, that's nice. I'm just gonna clean up my contour a little bit with my Sephora Mineral Foundation. For bronzing my forehead, I'm gonna use the PAC 335 brush. I love this brush for my forehead. Yes, I'm a little high maintenance like that. I use different brushes to contour my cheeks and a different brush to contour my forehead. I love bronzing and highlighting equally. I feel like I can definitely go overboard with my bronzer, so maybe I should stop now. Okay, so this bronzer has definitely been a hit. I love this bronzer. I love how easily it blends. I love how pigmented it is. I love how bronzy my skin looks. Now for my blush, I'm going to be using this by Sigma. This is their Aura powder in the shade called Rosa. It's such a beautiful natural shade, you guys. Look at this shade. It looks like the perfect everyday peachy pink natural kind of brownie shade. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks like the perfect natural kind of blush, and it looks like it'll go really well with my dramatic eyes over here. So I'm just going to use it with my Morphe E4. I love how huge the pan is. Like, your brush will definitely be evenly coated when you dip it in this blush. That is so pretty. It's a very natural flush and I love it. I love natural blushes like this. This looks perfect with this eye makeup as well. Okay, now for the part we've all secretly been waiting for, the highlight. This is the Jouer highlighter in the shade Citrine. Oh my god, you guys, I've only swatched it on my hand. I've never applied it on my cheeks. This is gonna be the moment of truth for me as well as for you. We are gonna apply this onto my cheeks. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready.
Oh my god.
Usually I get that kind of result with 2 layers, but that is just 1 layer. And I'm using my PAC 045 brush as usual. Oh my god, that glow is just, it's taking my breath away. It is so beautiful. I'm just gonna take that on a PAC 091 brush. and that is going under my eyebrows. Now on a PAC 044, I'm gonna highlight my inner corners. The center of my nose. And my cupid's bow. Now for my lips, I do have the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in the shade Venus. But this is a little bit more brown toned. I feel like the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Bombshell will look a little bit better with this pinky eye situation. So I'm just going to use Bombshell because I love how this look has turned out. I don't want to ruin it only for the sake of trying out a new product when I know this is going to look better. So I'm just going to use this now. If you want a dupe of this, the PAC Color Lock Lip Liner in the shade Beauty Queen is an exact match. Okay, that is how the lipstick looks. Well, the lip liner, it's pretty much like a lipstick. It looks like a liquid lipstick. It feels like a liquid lipstick. It lasts as long as a liquid lipstick. The formula on these lip contours is amazing. Now to set my face, I'm going to use the PAC Makeup Setting Spray. I don't have a new setting spray, but I know I love this one. This is the PAC Makeup Prime Plus Setting Spray. So I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. And fan your face, guys. As soon as you spray, fan your face so your makeup sets in place. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful and learned something new. That's why I create these videos for you guys, because I want you guys to learn something and I want you guys to be entertained or find these videos useful or just have some kind of value in your life. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy, please don't forget to tell me that by giving this video a thumbs up. I'm pretty happy with all of the products that I used. The only thing that I will say is that the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette is a matter of choice for me because I definitely wanted this palette. I'm very happy with this palette. The mattes are really nice. They don't blend as well as, let's say, my Makeup Geek shadows do, but they do have a lot of pigmentation. They blend well once you work with them. The textured shadows can definitely be a hit or miss for some people. I feel like you need kind of like a glitter glue or a base to apply them really easily. Otherwise, you're gonna have to use your fingers. If you use the shimmery shadows with a brush, you're gonna be so disappointed because your brush is not gonna pick up any product. You definitely have to use your fingers with the shimmery shades. The shades in this palette are really, really beautiful. So I do recommend this palette if this is exactly what you're looking for. If you want really, really foiled eyeshadows, really, really shimmery shadows that are gonna enhance lines on your eyes. I mean, I cannot complain about that because this is a textured palette, so it's gonna have some texture on your eyes. The mattes are really beautiful. The colors are so amazing. So that is pretty much all I have to say about this palette. I'll definitely continue to use it. It's definitely going to see some use in my makeup collection, and if you're a makeup artist, you are going to enjoy this palette. So that's all for this video. Make sure you follow me on my social media to be updated about when I'm filming, when I'm editing, behind the scenes, all of that fun stuff, PR unboxings, what's in my mail. I do all of that fun stuff on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. I'm going to leave the links in the description box below, and also please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos like this. I can't wait to read your comments, and I'm going to see you super soon in my next one. Bye bye.